Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Sengoku Dynasty Survival Guide. We are doing a Secrets of the Trade quest walkthrough for this particular game because it's very extensive and it's kind of all over the place. I would definitely say Secrets of the Trade is not really a beginner-friendly quest. It definitely seems to expect you to be around at the very least, like, have Dynasty level 12 to make this as easy as possible. But we're doing this at, what am I at? At 6. And throughout the process, we're going to get to about Dynasty level 7 or 8. I do have, like, a special construction project going on right now, which is going to boost my level as well once I change the season. But you could definitely gain, like, probably a full level, if not very close to a full level, if not even 2, with this quest alone. So it definitely bumps you up there, but it's definitely something where being Dynasty level 12 is going to be kind of like the easiest way through that. Now there are like I said, I'm doing this at like 6, 7, 8, and it is possible, but it's going to take a little bit more of a grind. So first, let me just quick make sure all my people are happy. All right, so let's get into this. To start the Secrets of the Trade quest, you have to first come to the village of Iwasaki. It's one of the kind of the major quests, like, oh, go see his villages and see if you can help people out. And basically, once we arrive here, and this is Iwasaki here on the map, there's the starting area, so you're just going to go right over yonder there. You're going to need to talk to somebody here to learn about the village. And I would recommend, you can probably talk to like a miner, a slave. I would recommend if you can find him, one of the leaders of the guards. They're good ones to talk to. I think there's also, like, I don't know if we can feel he's a trader. He probably won't really say much. You could probably talk to, I guess we could talk to this slave guy. And we can say, what's the name of this village? And he's like, oh, you're a newcomer. This is Iwasaki. We're focused on iron mining here, and the whole valley depends on us. If you have any serious matters, go see Saburabe. He's in charge here. You just need to go up the hill. You'll find his mansion. So that is our next objective here. We're going to go talk to the leader of the land, Saburabe. And I will say, through the process of this quest, we are going to unlock and make the Smithy. So if you don't have the Smithy yet, we'll help you out there with that whole process. All right, so we're gonna coming up to this little mansion. Oh, look, there he is. He's just coming up to say hello to us. So he says, "Please be brief. In the mining business, there is no time for small talk." And we can say, I can see I am speaking to a person of importance. And he says, flattery does not work on me, but I have no false modesty. Either go on. I am a humble refugee like many others. And he's like, you want to help? I'm starting to like you. I welcome refugees with all my heart as long as they bring profit. Keep that in mind. I feel like he really means slaves, to be honest. But anyway, it's for the common good. Without my iron, there would be no peasant kingdom, no plows for the farmers, no axes for the woodsmen. I have looked after this village for decades. I started as a naive young man, an official to the Shugo Dono ruling this valley when the Lord left for Kyoto. I am aiming to please my masters, or I was aiming, rather. I have since learned to be more careful about doing other people's bidding. When the second Ikki came and the people of the valley united against the Shugodono, I understood that some of the rebels' arguments were reasonable, and I still cooperate with the former rebels for the good of the valley. And as for Shibayama Munachika? The Shugodono? Something like that. Good riddance. In other words, he ain't pro that. And then we're just like, okay, that's great to know, but we're actually here to learn about, like, metallurgy. And he says, I respect you for what you're trying to do for the valley, but that doesn't mean I will share my trade secrets with you. It's my livelihood, and I'm not going to give it away, which is kind of, like, fair, to be honest. And then we just say, I want to cooperate with you for the good of the whole valley. And then he replies, that's a noble sentiment, but if you want to be a leader, you have to understand one thing. A man of business has to be cautious. I'm not a worker or a slave, like that Andong fellow who can't stop blabbering about such matters. In the meantime, please share a meal with me. It's always a pleasure to dine with an ambitious up-and-comer. So we got some food, which we're totally going to eat because we are getting a little hungry. There we go. Delicious. Thank you, sir. All right, so now we're going to talk to this Dong fellow. And this is where the quest really starts to pick up, basically, where we're going to have to start doing quite a few things. So, Dong, he's somewhere around here. There he is, our friend. All right, he says, hello, what are you wanting? And we could say, you're not from around here, are you? And he says, no, from beyond the sea, from Joseon. And we can say, how did you end up here? And he says, in Joseon I worked as a master metal worker for the Lord in the city. Good at it, lots of money, prestige. But the heart was sad. My sweetheart, I left in the village, you see. I went back to see her. The village was by the sea. Pirates. They took her and many others. Some of us sold here. My love sold nearby. Every day I want to go to her, but I am a slave here. And I'm like, oh, that's so sad. And he says, yes, but I am talking too much. What brings you here? And this is where we can say, I would like to learn something about mining and working with metal. He says, I will be a master now, and you my apprentice. How unexpected. First things go first. You have to get a pickaxe. Then it's easy. Just look for iron ore in a mine and hit it as hard as you can. So, we are going to get a... We'll make, I think, do I have a... No, okay, so we'll just make a stone pickaxe real fast. And what I'm going to recommend here is that the quest says go ahead and get like 15. I'm going to say get as much as you can, because if you're like me and you're coming in here as a beginner, you're going to have to buy your way through a lot of this, just because a lot of this stuff does not get unlocked until you reach slightly higher levels of Dynasty. And, you know, if you have the time, by all means, kind of put this quest on, you know, the back burner, wait until you reach those levels. But if you just want to get this done, just kind of like what I'm doing, just so I can show you guys, you can get a lot of what you need to get by buying it, basically. And to buy it, the best way, at least the quickest way with this kind of area we're in, is to sell iron ore, because it's all right here for us. So we're going to go ahead into this mine. We have our pickaxe. I would definitely say make quite a few, because you're going to need a few. You're going to go through them pretty quickly. Also, make sure you have a torch, because it gets crazy dark in this mine. Now, we're just going to go ahead and we're going to get 15 for this. I already have gone through, there we go, this quest line, so I'll be jumping ahead in the future a little bit. But we're going to get 15 just right now, just to show you guys. Here we go. Here's some. All right, so we're going to get ourselves lined up, because like I said, it gets really dark in here, so we're going to do that. And then we're just going to swing our pickaxe and hope that we hit. And you can see we unlock the small Kagaribi, I think. Kagaribi? That's the one. So we're just going to keep hitting all these iron ore nodes until we have 15. But like I said, I would definitely recommend going through the mine and literally just getting all of it. Get every little bit that you can, because you're going to want it. Alright, so we have our 15. And again, normally I'd be going it through, but I've technically already done this, so I'm just kind of going through the steps with you guys here. But by all means, go get all the iron ore in this mine as possible. Keep an eye on your torch, because you don't want to get lost in here. It's pretty crazy how dark it gets in there. So we have the 15. We're going to go talk to Andong. Realistically, we would have like 200, honestly, iron ore is what I would have coming out of there, to be honest. Come back. Okay, you're sitting. Hello. Okay, so now that I have the iron, what should I do? And he says, actually, an idea came to mind. Surabe says slaves can buy themselves out with money, but of course we never earn enough. But I am making something fine Korean lamellar, I think, armor. When I sell it, I should have enough to buy my freedom, but there is a problem. I don't have the time to finish. I must produce tools all the time. If you make some pickaxes and shovels, I have time to finish, maybe 5 each, high quality. If you agree to do my work, I teach you. Then I finish, sell armor, go free, lots of dreams. We can obviously, perhaps I could buy your freedom. And he says, no, I want no obligations, debts to anybody. I want to do it myself. If not, I may just change owners. Will you do the work to learn? And then we'll say, this seems a fair price for knowledge. So a few things get unlocked here. Some of this, I just reached Dynasty level 7, so some of this is more about that rather than what we unlocked with him. But we basically get the iron shovel unlocked, and at this point things get a little crazy here. So we are going to first need the smithy. Now if you are like me, you don't have the level needed to make the smithy. We need to reach level 11 for that, and that's where I'm saying, like, you'll need to at least be a level 12 to fully just complete this just by unlocking this stuff naturally through the levels. But what you can do if you're like me and you're like, we need this smithy right now, we got to make these iron shovels and these steel pickaxes, because they both are made in the smithy. We are gonna go talk to where is he? The miner merchant? I don't think that's him. That looks like the food guy. Where's our other merchant? There you are. That's not you. Just kidding. There you are. All right. And he has the smithy building recipe, which is 700 coin, okay? So basically, this is where you're going to need to go and sell all your iron ore. Like, so for example, here, we have like we have 15. If we were to sell all this, that would get us like 450. So closer to where we need to be, but I would definitely need to go back there and also get more iron ore to sell to this guy, and then we can buy this recipe. And it works really well. Like, I've done this before. You literally just buy it, keep it in your inventory, and then go to your village, and you will find that you are able to build this smithy as if it was unlocked normally. So that is how you get that early, I would say. The other kind of thing that I'm just going to quick mention is to make the steel pickaxes, you need to reach Dynasty level 12 in order to unlock the furnace, because that is what unlocks the steel pickaxe recipe. I did not want to go to level 12. I was like, that's way too long. So instead, I bought all of my steel pickaxes from this guy. You can see for these, this is 400 coin per. So again, you're going to need to go in that mine, get a bunch of iron ore, and sell it to him. I ended up coming out of there with 200 iron ore. I sold like not even half of it, really, and I was able to buy all 5 steel pickaxes. You are going to have to come to him a few days, because he only has like 1 or 2 or 3 in stock at a time, and he also only has so much money that he can, give to you when you're selling your iron ore to him. Granted, he'll get some as you buy the steel pickaxes, but at some point he's not going to have enough money to give to you. So this will be like a span of a few days of you having to come talk to this guy, or find another merchant who has these steel pickaxes. And then once you have the 5, all you have to worry about is then making 5 iron shovels, which you can do in the smithy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause right here. We're going to fast forward to after I have built the smithy, and we'll kind of talk about that process. Hello, we are back at our base, at our village. So here is the smithy that I have constructed. To build this guy, you will need 14 logs for the foundation, 14 planks for the floor. You will need 38 sticks and 34 planks for the walls. The roof will require 6 stones, 9 sticks, 3 logs, and then 12 planks. And then you'll have to make this anvil, this forge thingy in here. And that will take 12 clay and 12 stone. So if you want to get all your resources together beforehand, your total amount of resources for the smithy is 17 logs, 50 planks, 47 sticks, 18 stone, and 12 clay. And you can see that, like, even though we have the blueprint that we bought right here, I bought it off screen technically, but we have it right here. And you can see, if we go to our smithy, it is unlocked, even though we are still just Dynasty Legend 7 right here. So now that we have done that, and we've built this bad boy, you'll come to find that you cannot make the steel pickaxe. There it is. You can see you need to build the Tatara furnace, or you need to get the steel pickaxe in some way to unlock the recipe. And now you might be wondering, okay, well, how do I make the furnace? So if we go to What is it? Village structures? No. Furniture. I want to get to the furniture. There we go. Furniture. Of. This is not like fully. Dynasty. Production buildings. There we go. Smithy furniture. The furnace is right here, Tatara furnace, and you can see this is where you need to be level 12. And that's why I was saying earlier that, like, you know, the top level you should be is 12 if you want to make this as easy as possible. And this is why. So because I am not a level 12, it's going to take me a long time to get there, or at least, you know, it's going to take a little bit more effort than I want to give in right now. Like, I don't really want to go out doing a bunch of quests or inviting a bunch of people here to get to that 12. I want to go a little bit slower than that. So I went ahead and I was like, all right, we're going to just buy all of our steel pickaxes, which means we're going to go hit up that iron mine, sell the iron ore in order to get the money to do so. But what we can do is we can make the iron shovels here, which is right here. To make each one, or rather to make 5 of these in total, because that's what we need for the quest, you'll need 20 iron ore, 10 planks, and then 10 straw. No, sorry, it'd be 10 planks and then 25 straw to make 5 iron shovels. So we're gonna go ahead, make all 5 of these. All right, and then we are going to, in a series of sales and whatnot, we're gonna go get our pickaxes and then go turn this in. So I'm gonna pause here again and we're gonna flash forward once more. All right, we are finally ready to turn this quest in. We have our 5 shovels, we have our 5 steel pickaxes, which is, oh, here's the thing. And just FYI as well, a little additional tip: if you're not sure how much money you should be saving for these steel pickaxes, you're going to want about 2,000 coin, is what that's your goal there, to buy all the pickaxes that you need. So we're going to go ahead and turn this in at long last to our friend and Dong. Come here, buddy. I have stuff for you. Come back. All right, so we can say, here are the tools you asked for. He says, thank you, and I have finished work on the armor. I will go to the merchant quickly. And he disappears. He comes back, says, it worked. I sold it, and Saborabe accepted the money. I am free. My head is reeling, and I don't know what to do. Now we can ask, what do you mean? And he says, I was sure what to do, but then I saw Nikkei. He was a slave here, then became free, and then he decided to stay. It's war everywhere, and here is safe. You earn a living. Perhaps it is better after all. And I'm going to be like, nah, man, go out of here. Find your sweetheart and try to go home. Or maybe don't go home, just go somewhere else. I don't know. But anyway, that makes sense. I'll follow your advice. Thank you for all your help. Keep this Ashigaru armor as a token of respect. I made it some time ago. It's not very fancy, but should help keep you safe. And also, let me show you how to make some other useful things from metal. So again, a lot of this is because of the fact that we just got up to Dynasty level 8. But we do get the Amiyari unlocked. We get the Ashigaru helmet. I believe maybe the Iron Hoe as well. Pretty sure the rest of that comes from Dynasty level 8, however, which we can see right here. That'll be boosted up there. And that is it. So we finally did it. We did give us some new items. We have this now, for example. Some minor armor. We'll put that on because why not? There we go. We'll put this helmet on. And I think that's basically it. I'll probably go sell this, to be honest, 'cause it sells pretty decently. Ooh, or I'll give it to the villagers, maybe not. But anyway, so that is how this quest goes. It could be depending on how you're gonna go for it. It can take a little bit of time and a lot of investment money-wise if you want to go as fast as possible. Otherwise, if you're already past Dynasty level 12, this is going to be a pretty easy quest for you, I would say. But that is the steps kind of involved with all of that, the different kind of things that you need to complete this quest. I'm so glad it's over for me, because for me, that one, for whatever reason, is such a pain in the butt. Well, hopefully you found that helpful. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I will see you in the next one. Until then, keep surviving. and keep thriving.